It's like me going to Tim Hortons in Fort St. John last Christmas, ordering a regular coffee and having to pull over, go back to the Tim Hortons, say, why the hell is there sugar and cream in this? Regular coffee is black.
You didn't ask for a double-double, you asked for...
You
didn't ask for Wayne Gretzky.
Just a coffee.
You just asked for a coffee.
I don't believe anybody orders the Wayne Gretzky.
We did a Desert Bus once.
Oh, did you?
9 sugars and 9 creams. It tastes like melted ice cream.
Good.
It's so gross.
Yeah, friends don't let friends go to Tim Hortons.
No.
Just don't do it.
It's just bad.
You can't stop James.
No.
But the rest of you know better.
If the acceptable time for me for Tim Hortons is, are you on a road trip going through and like you're going through a small town?
Yeah.
Because every town has a Timmy's.
There's a second exception. It's you're trying to sell something on Facebook Marketplace and you want to meet them.
That's the meetup zone.
That's one.
That's the only time I've
The only other exception I'm willing to accept is if you are a parent dragging your child to a 5:30 in the morning hockey practice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Then you're allowed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
For
bribe them with a donut.
Tim Hortons are open very long hours, so they're available very, very early.
Yeah, and they're everywhere.
Tim Hortons is open.
Yes.
When I was a teenager, when I was in high school, I was on medication that required me to get blood work fairly regularly just to monitor my liver. And because I had to fast beforehand, I couldn't eat breakfast, and I had to get them done before school. So my mom would always take me to the doctor's office. We would get my blood work done, and then we would go to Tim Hortons.
Yep.
And I would get breakfast, which was always a toasted cinnamon raisin bagel with butter.
Oh, that's a nice one.
My go-to order is a bagel with and everything bagel with cream cheese, add bacon, and then you eat it like a sandwich.
Oh.
And large double.
The Ian Band drink.
The last time I went to Tim Hortons regularly was during driver training when I was 14.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and that was back when their soup was decent. So I would have a soup.
And dinosaurs roamed the earth.
For those wondering, for some farming equipment reason, Alberta has a 14-year learner's permit.
Oh yes.
So you can get your driver's license very early, so that you can operate tractors and stuff. I think is the official reason.
I think so. Yeah. So you can drive your tractor down the road to the next field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had my learners at 14 as well, which seems like a mistake.
I for highway driving, I don't think it's a problem.
It doesn't limit you though.
That's true.
You can drive anywhere with this thing.
Yeah, Timmy's used to be like, I mean, maybe it's just like rose-tinted glasses, but I just remember like genuinely being pumped to go to Timmy's.
It was a lot better.
Yeah.
There was a time when they made all their donuts and their bagels and everything in-house.
When you'd have food to eat there was actual like bowls, like
Yeah.
actual.
You could get soup in a bread bowl.
But bread bowls, but you could get actual ceramics to eat in.
Yeah.
Now it's every time you order, no matter what, they're just like, "Yep, here's some crap."
Yep.
I had an aunt, not an auntie, that word doesn't exist, that worked at Tim Hortons.
Saying it.
And during that time, and they had whipped cream fights in the kitchen
Sick.
because they would make the donuts in house.
Yeah.
Instead of being in big boxes of frozen donuts. that they
Brought it in.
I remember them being like appetizing looking donuts too.
I'll still jam on like a honey cruller. There.
The honey crullers are they're okay.
Yeah.
Timbits?
No.
Those? No.
I still like Timbits,
Yeah,
but,
they're fine.
but they're not as good as they used to be.
I will eat a Timbit, but it's been a long time since I've been excited about a Timbit.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier on about making the world's worst cock and bush with Timbits and melting fluff on top of it.
Oh.
I feel like Joe would just invert.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Godort, you're right. Bring back the Dutchie.
The what?
The Dutchie.
Oh yeah.
A yeast donut impregnated with raisins, and then.
Oh no! I love how you will say
What? That's the word you use when you put things in another
There's
thing.
other words that you could have used. You chose not to, and I love you for it.
I was more thrown off by like the cadence that you two talk to each other at, where you were like, it sounded like you were Fred Durst because you were like, you got to bring back the Dutchie. The what? The Dutchie.
So you get your munchie. You dip it in your what? 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 I did it all for the duchy.
The word is not infused. That implies something else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Infusion is the even distribution of a
Yes.
flavor or what have you
could-
throughout the thing.
If I were
Said
to
inserted.
disperse the raisins into a mist and then add it to the dough, that would be an infusion.
Embedded.
Filled, injected. Yeah.
But that
It's not filled though.
Okay, no,
It's
but
filled.
embedded implies that they're just there to report and not actually participate in the action.
This is raisin number 12 reporting from the field.
We go now to our embedded Keith's wives down in the book.
Inside deep in the duchy.
Johnny!